Mic check, everybody. Stand by. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Getting ready for Liberty against Creek. Please stand by. Right. Test 1 2. We're getting. Is that enough?
If it goes up to orange, we're okay. If it's going up to red, we've got it.
It's too hot. Too hot. Okay.
But so far, going up here is fine.
Okay.
We do that all the time.
Good afternoon, everyone, from the Ice House in Columbus, across from Nationwide Arena. It's the supplementary rink to Nationwide Arena. Welcome once again to Beaver Creek Varsity Battling Beavers Hockey. My name is Kent Jacobs, and for the second time today we come to you, and early this morning the Beavers defeating Clay High School of Toledo by the score of 5-1 in the pod tournament. Well, now it's back to the Ohio State District Tournament, where the Beavers have won their first two games. And this contest, it is the most challenging opponent the Beavers have faced this season. They're facing the second-ranked team in the state, the Olentangy Liberty Patriots. Olentangy Liberty, located in Powell, Ohio, which is north of Columbus. They have lost just one time this season, the Liberty Patriots have, and that was a 2-0 decision to St. Edwards of Cleveland way back early in the season. The Beavers come in with just 2 losses. So this is a most challenging game of the season for the Beavers, as Liberty, like I say, second ranked in the state. The Beavers have been consistently ranked in the 30s as far as in the state rankings, like 33rd, 34th. So you can tell from the state rankings that this is a game that is going to be a challenging one for the Beavers. Got a few messages already to get to. Hope Zarang says, good afternoon, go Creek. Nigel Gunn, hey Nigel, how's it going? Evening all. He says the test 1 2 works fine. Thanks, Nigel. Danae Johnson says, sending positive vibes from Snohomish, Washington, from Papa and Nana Engel. Rooting for number 30. That's Chad, the backup goalie for the Beavers. Bethany Manley says, go Creek, you guys can do it. Jay Haney says, let's go Creek, we believe. Shout out to Alex Elsner's family in Michigan. They're proud of the A-Train. Carla Moore says, let's go Creek. The Olentangy Liberty Patriots, 34 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. Overall, they come from the Capital Hockey Conference, where they are undefeated at 16-0. The first-ranked team in the state is Cleveland St. Ignatius. They play in a different district. There are 4 districts in the state tournament, and the Beavers and these Patriots are in the Columbus district. While the Beaver Creek Beavers come in at 28 wins after this morning, 2 losses and 2 ties. And they hail from the Southwest Ohio High School Hockey League, the Swashel, where they are champs after winning the conference tournament a couple of weekends ago against the Troy Trojans. These two teams have a shared opponent, the Troy Trojans themselves, as the Beavers have defeated the Trojans twice this season, 6-0 and 10-2, while the Liberty Patriots defeated Troy last Saturday afternoon by a score of 17-0, and that game was called after 2 periods as a mercy rule. So you can see it's going to be a tough one, but the Beavers, if ever a Beaver team can compete against a team like this, it's this Beaver squad, which is going to go down as the finest Beaver hockey team in the 26-year history of the program. They've set a team record for wins in a season, and only the second time in program history have they made it to the second weekend of the state district tournament. And they have the player Alex Elsner, who is now the single season leading scorer with 64 goals on the season, as he wiped out a record by Mason Mickish, who had 58, and that was the previous school record. So it's been just a record-setting season all the way around for the Beaver program. Got a message from Cindy Mesnard. This is your time. Now go out there and take it. Thanks, Cindy. Nice to hear from you this evening. It's very important for the Beavers to obviously not let the Patriots get out to an early lead. That kind of goes without saying. And Coach Gutterman, speaking to him this morning after the Beavers played Clay High School in Springfield this morning, I asked him how he felt about this game, and he said the Beaver players have to be aggressive. They have to shoot to score, not just dumping pucks in. They have to be very aggressive and try to come out and take the action to this formidable Olentangy Liberty squad. Beavers are getting ready to be introduced. The Patriots are now conglomerating around their net. My name is Kent Jacobs. I'm here with our producer-engineer, Cherie Champagne. And we've got Dave Vandenboss running the camera today as Sir Lancelot is out on assignment. Production assistant Eskimo Dixie is here. She's supervising from the bleachers in front of me. Oh, she's keeping track of stats? Okay. Eskimo Dixie is paying close attention to the action. Okay. All right, we're ready. The Patriots are already at their blue line. The Beavers are waiting to be introduced to go to their blue line. Got a message from Nicole Elsner. Go Creek. Proud of nephew Alex. Excited for the team's amazing accomplishments this season. Thanks, Nicole. They're reading a little disclaimer of the public address. Again, we are emanating from the Ice House in Columbus. Now the Beavers are being introduced. The Cobra, Riley Hansen, comes to the blue line, team co-captain. The Secretary of Defense, Carson Cox. The chaser, Chase Newroth, coming out to the blue line. He's at forward. The big rig, Diesel Donahue, coming out to the blue line, alternate team captain. The A-train, Alex Elsner, the other starting forward for the Beavers. And Ian Champagne coming out to the blue line. He said it right. Did you hear that? How about that? Kudos to the public address announcer. Now the Patriots are being introduced. It's Vince Rengel, Jack Hamilton, left wing Jake Struck, right wing Andy Leonard, Charlie Hughes, Robbie Cook is the goalie to start the game for Liberty. And now everyone from the Ice House, the playing of our national anthem. The Beaver Creek Beavers in their all-black uniforms, their road uniforms this evening. Coached by Greg Gutterman, assistant coaches Brad Lloyd and Eric Baskin. And the Olentangy Liberty Patriots, they're coached by Kevin Alexander, assistant coach Darwin McClelland. Robbie Cook in the net for the Liberty Patriots to our left. Ian Champagne in the net to our right. The officials for today's game, Eric Schreiner and Jeff Moe. We're quite familiar with Eric Schreiner. Jeff Moe, I think it's his first Beaver game this season. The Patriots in their white sweaters with navy blue trunks. The Beavers again in the all black this evening. Puck dropped and we're underway in round 3 of the state district tournament. From the draw, Elsner carried it into the Liberty zone. It's taken away and cleared the other way, and it's icing against Olentangy Liberty. Got a message from Jeff Huff. You can do this. Go Creek. Thanks, Jeff. Nice to hear from you. Winona Champagne says, wish I was there. Go Creek. Go Ian. Thanks, Winona. From Louisiana contacting us this evening. From the face-off in the Patriot zone, Hamilton wraps it around to this near side. Loose puck now, Charlie Hughes for Liberty. He lost it. Now it's carried up ice through the neutral zone into the Beaver zone to our right. Losing the puck is Struck. Now it's wrapped back behind the net. Andy Leonard of Olentangy Liberty. Passes back to the point. A shot by Jake Struck is wide. Puck in on net. Save made by Champagne. Just underway, 1 minute into the first period, no score. Puck cleared away by the Beavers, and that's an icing against Creek, and we'll have a face-off the other way. Nancy Jeske says, let's go Beavers. Love the mullets. Be strong, she says. The players all getting mullet haircuts in honor of this advancing to the third round of the state tournament. From the faceoff. What?
100 viewers.
What?
We have 100 viewers.
Oh, good. There's a shot. Save by Champagne. The shot taken by Brian Savage of the Patriots, number 88. Face off in the Beaver zone, left wing circle. Eric Bauermeister takes the draw against Elsner. Bauermeister wins it back to Reynolds. Over for Backus. Backus of Liberty. He's being checked along this near wall. There's a shot. Save Champagne. A rebound is loose. Held in at the point. Another shot deflects wide and high of the Beaver goal. Up over the crossbar. Here's a shot. Pad save. Rebound is blocked. Another shot blocked. That was off the stick of Kempa. Loose puck. And Champagne has it. And did they... There will be a face-off. I think some of the Liberty players thought they had scored, but Champagne had the puck and the play was blown dead. Face-off right wing circle of the Beaver zone. We're 2 minutes into the first period, no score. Shot, save, and back comes Elsner. Here comes the A train from the rebound the other way. Into the Liberty zone, check that. That's Owen Huff. Owen Huff. He's checked now into the ice. Huff has it back. Then he's checked again into the boards. And the Liberty player goes down, and there's going to be a whistle, and I believe Owen Huff is going to be called on a trip. Huff had been checked down to the ice. I think he reached out for a Liberty player and tripped him up. So the first power play of the game is going to be for the Patriots. Beaver penalty kill's been very good all season long. There's a shot. Save Champagne. And Ian kept it. The rebounds are going to be very important for Champagne this evening. He has to keep control of the rebounds because these Patriots are going to be swarming around the net. Face off, Kempa wins it back to the point. Here's Hampton's shot. And he scores. Jack Hamilton, a power play goal. The puck eluding the right leg pad of Champagne, and the Patriots take a 1-0 lead. We'll get an announcement on the goal. Power play goal for Jack Hamilton. Very important for the Beavers not to fall too far behind early. Okay, I heard one of the assists went to Charlie Hughes. So 1-0 Olentangy Liberty. Loose puck back to the Patriot blue line. Jacob Kempa flips it ahead for Weiss. PJ Weiss dumps it in the Beaver zone. Carrying it there, Brady Long. He's checked. Puck dropped back to the point. Now wrapped into the corner for Weiss. Weiss is checked. Puck centered in front. It's tipped just wide of the near post. Picking up the puck for the Beavers is Riley Hansen. He shoots in on the Patriot goal, and the save made by Robbie Cook. In a game like this, the Beaver top players, Elsner, Hansen, Donahue, they all have to come up big. They all have to make plays. In a game like this, they're going to need the star players to come up big. Face off in the Liberty zone, wrapped around this near side. And Backus lets it carry down the ice. That'll be an icing violation against the Patriots. We're 4 minutes into the opening period, 3 minutes 55 seconds to be exact. Aaron Washburn says, "Go Creek" from Mason's mom, Kyle's mom, and JP's mom. Enjoying drinks and watching what hope to be a good game. Thanks, Kent. You're welcome. Thanks, Aaron, for getting in touch with us. Here's a shot in front. And it's tipped just wide. Oh, my goodness. Beavers almost able to cash in. Now the other way, a shot. And they score. And that is Jack Hamilton streaking down the ice. The goal was knocked off its mooring, but the puck went in first. Second goal of the game for Hamilton. And it's now 2-0 for the Patriots. A burst of speed on right wing from Jack Hamilton. I don't have any stats for the Patriots. I tried on their website to see if I can get them, but you needed some type of password, so I was unable to get stats off the website, so I don't know how many goals some of the Patriot players have. The Beavers almost were able to score. It was almost a hookup between Newroth and Elsner at this other end. Unassisted by Hamilton. There's a shot, gloved by Champagne. Jay Haney says, "Good job, Champagne." Beavers just keep their composure and come down and score. Down 2-0, 5 minutes into the game. Puck cleared to center. Back for the Patriots is Kempa. Jacob Kempa drops it back for teammate Carson Reynolds. Reynolds dumps it down the ice. It comes all the way down to Champagne, and he'll cover it. That's a shot on goal. He makes the stop. $9:50 to go in period number one. The Olentangy Liberty Patriots leading 2-0. Face off, it's PJ Weiss winning the draw. Beavers pick up the loose puck. It's cleared to center. The Patriots they dump back in but offside. They have to vacate the attacking zone. Now the Beavers shoot back to the blue line, and it's offside. And we'll move the face-off all the way down in the Patriot zone. Beavers on the ice now. We've got Graham, Martin, Huff, Hansen, and Lehman. Face-off right wing circle of the Liberty zone. Puck cleared to center by the Patriots. Back to get it is Hansen. Here comes the Cobra. Long pass off a stick at center. And a pass for the Patriots to Savage, but he couldn't control it. Huff dumps it in. Owen Huff trying to chase it down. Patriots come back away with it. Here is Savage into the Beaver zone. Drop pass, intercepted and cleared down the ice. Back to get it is Hamilton. Jack Hamilton, the goal scorer in the game. Boy, has he got speed. Shot, he scores! And he looks like a college player out there. Jack Hamilton. He's doing what Riley Hansen usually does for the Beavers, just taking it coast to coast, weaves through the defense with a burst of speed and a quick wrist shot, and Jack Hamilton has a first period hat trick, and the Patriots are up 3-0. And that's another unassisted goal. So right now it's Jack Hamilton 3, Beavers nothing. Back to get it, Carson Reynolds for the Patriots. Reynolds long pass at center. Off the stick of Leonard. He's trying to chase it down behind the net. He and Hansen fight for it. There's a centering pass for a tip, and it's broken up. Under 8 minutes to go in period one. Beavers have to get on the board. They're trailing at 3-0. Carson Reynolds, number 4 for the Patriots. Pass over to Kempa. Here's Kempa, right wing for Struck. Struck back to Leonard. Leonard for Hughes. Pass in front, a shot, and they score. And it's now 4-0. That shot, I believe, was by Hughes. I believe the defenseman will get an announcement on it. First goal not scored by Jack Hamilton. We're midway through the first period, and the Patriots lead it 4-0. So Hughes got an assist, as did Jake Struck. The goal was scored by Andy Leonard. Left point shot, stick save. Puck still loose on the rebound. One thing the Beavers might be well advised to do is start trying to block shots rather than letting them come in on net. Moving in, a shot, save, rebound, and Champagne was down. That shot, initial shot by Hamilton. Now back is Alex Elsner. Here comes the train, cutting side of the net, centers, but right to a Patriot player. His pass is picked off, and Donahue almost came away with it, but it's chipped ahead by Reynolds. Reynolds gets past a Beaver player. Side of the net, his shot is wide of the Beaver goal. 6 minutes to play in the opening period. Here's Kempa back in for the Patriots. Looking for a backdoor feed to Martz, but unable to hook up. Patriots hold it in. That's Roberts. Passes off. There's a shot, stick save, Champagne. Kempa at the right point, passes over for Reynolds, rink wide. Reynolds moves in, drops it in the corner. Pass fanned on by Kempa. Now centers a shot, and stick save, Champagne. That shot by Mitch Martz of the Patriots. 5.5 to go, first period. Patriots 4, Beavers nothing. Play continues in the Patriot or in the Beaver zone. Now it's cleared all the way down on goal. The save made by Cook. That long shot taken by Joey Donahue. Puck dumped back in the Beaver zone. That's icing against Liberty. Beavers will have a chance with a face-off down at the other end. Ryan Lewis says, "I hate Jack Hamilton." Okay, Ryan. Sharon Donahue says, sending the big rig some good luck from Gulf Breeze, Florida. Here's a pass over for Bauermeister. I'll pronounce that correctly sometime. Loose puck right in front of the Beaver net. Now coming away with it is Graham over for Huff. Huff tied up at center along the near boards. It's chucked ahead by Savage into the Beaver zone. Back to get it for the Beavers, Carson Cox. He ties up with Bauermeister. That's Eric Bauermeister. Again, I'll try to get that name right. Bauermeister. Rink wide pass to the right wing. Gets away from Rengel. Here is Jake Backus. Centers for Hamilton, but it got off his stick. Hamilton trying to chase the puck down in the corner. The Beavers come away with it. Riley Hansen, he's ridden into the boards hard by Hamilton. Riley had that shoulder injury earlier this season. He looks like he's okay. Here's a backdoor feed, save, Champagne! Highway robbery against Andy Leonard. Here's Leonard again into the Beaver zone. The puck comes off his stick. Now it's Charlie Hughes for Liberty. 3:15 to play in the period. He drops it back behind the Beaver net. Carson Cox stands up, one of the Liberty players. Loose puck struck. Jake Struck passes over for Hughes. Charlie Hughes drops it into the corner. Now a centering pass broken up and stolen by Joey Donahue. Here comes the big rig down the ice. Donahue shot, and the save made by Robbie Cook. And that's what Coach Gutterman wanted the Beavers to do, is shoot on net. They got to start putting pucks on the Patriots net. Sir Lancelot, Lance Champagne says hang in there, Creek. From the draw, Donahue shot, stick save made by Cook. Racing down the ice from the rebound, Reynolds. These Patriots, they've got team speed. There's no way around that. Here's Kempa. Shot. Blocked in front. Puck centered again. That's broken up. Weiss had it. It's dropped back to the point for Reynolds. Back to Weiss. Weiss is tied up along the far wing boards. Loose puck now picked up by Long. Long passes back in the corner. Beavers intercept, but unable to get it out. Here's a centering pass right in front, and that's broken up. Backus, Jake Backus trying to put it in the Beaver net. Now here's Kempa. Shot, and the save made by Champagne. Ian swallows that up, and a hold on to it. Well, the Beavers are mitigating the damage over the past 4 or 5 minutes. Ryan Lewis says if Jack Hamilton scores again, I'm going to punch a cricket. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. Now, Cherie's laughing. Maybe she knows what it means. I don't know. She doesn't know either. What? A punch a cricket? That may be something maybe I shouldn't be saying, because that might mean something bad. There's a shot, and Champagne the save, and that shot was off the stick of Jack Hamilton. So Ryan Lewis, Jack Hamilton got a shot, but Champagne the save. And really, the Beavers have at least gotten things under control these last 4 or 5 minutes. Puck poke checked away, and here the Beavers come in. There's tackled from behind by Hamilton. And there is a penalty coming up. It should be on Mr. Hamilton, I believe. Let's find out. As he tackled Ryan, it was a roughing minor. And I believe it will be Jack Hamilton. 26. Jack Hamilton tackled Riley Hansen from behind. Oh, Ryan Lewis says it's okay. It's a bug. A cricket is a bug, says Ryan Lewis, so it's okay. You can punch it. Beavers on a power play, but there is Joey Donahue on a trip. Delayed penalty should be. Yeah, it is. Joey's going to go in for tripping. And actually not a bad penalty because that I didn't see the Patriot player who was streaking down the ice, but Joey tripped him up, and that may not have been a bad play because he might have coasted in all the way down the ice all alone. So Donahue in for tripping, and there Huff gets tripped up. Nothing called on that play. We're 4-on-4 for another minute and a half. Moving in and pulling the trigger on a shot, and a blocker pad save, and the rebound carries back in front, and it gets knocked in behind Shumpine, and they score. Oh, that's very unfortunate. The shot glanced off of Ian's blocker pad. It bounced off the end board behind him and ricocheted back in front, and it just inadvertently got knocked in. Closest Patriot player will be given credit for the goal, which is a shame because the Beavers had kind of at least gotten things under control. Jake Kempa, unassisted by Kempa. And again, that was really kind of inadvertent. Ian made the initial save. The puck bounced off the end boards behind him right back in front, and it glanced off of somebody. But Kempa was the closest Patriot to it, so he's given credit on the goal. It's now 5-0 in favor of Olentangy Liberty. Puck cleared down the ice, and that'll be icing on the Beavers. That's a shame because the Beavers, like I say, they at least gotten this game under control. Tracy Goodman says go in. Again, we appreciate everybody joining us on our chat, and even if you're from the Olentangy Liberty contingent, you're welcome to join us on our chat. Just hit the subscribe button. There's a shot, and I think it was off the mid of Shumpine. If not, it was wide. And there's a shot, save Shumpine right at the buzzer. And Ian sits down right at the end of the period, and he had a very, very active first period. After one period of play at the Ice House in Columbus, the score Olentangy Liberty 5 and the Beaver Creek Beavers nothing. Unofficial shots on goal at this point favoring Liberty 28-4. So at this point, Ian Shumpine is on a pace to face almost 60 shots in the game. They will resurface the ice, and that'll give us an opportunity to review the scoring. The first 3 goals of the game, all scored by Jack Hamilton, number 26 of the Patriots. First goal was a power play goal, assisted by teammate Charlie Hughes. And the next 2 goals were unassisted by Hamilton. And it was 3-0 Liberty. And then Andy Leonard scored, assisted by Struck and Hughes. That made it 4-0. And then late at the end of the period, Jacob Kempa, that's K-E-M-P-A, Kempa, scored unassisted. And that made it 5-0 at the end of one period of play. So again, if you want to join us in our chat, just hit the subscribe button on the Beaver Creek Varsity Hockey channel, and you'll be able to get a message in. Well, the
Um,
again the Beavers kind of got this game at least under control for the second half of the period.
question.
What?
Do you need someone else to help call the game?
What?
Do you need someone else to help call the game with you?
Do I need help?
Yeah.
If you want to do like color commentary?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can go over the play.
Yeah, sure. Who are you?
Graham Boudreaux.
Who are you? Where are you from?
Ohio Media School.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, I can do the play-by-play. Can you do
If you want to do color,
what do you miss there?
I'm a play-by-play guy.
Play-by-play? Okay, I can do color for sure. I can
Okay.
do Shelly. Yeah,
Sure.
cool. Here, I'm gonna go get something to eat. and I'll
Grab
be
a chair.
right back.
Okay.
I bet. Thank you.
So we will have a guest who will join us to do some color commentary. A young man that's from a media school here, and he's going to join us momentarily. That's a new wrinkle in our broadcast. So we'll have a young man join us to throw in some color commentary. He's just
That's kind of
showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to need to get a new soundboard that's got more than one microphone now.
Oh yeah. Do you have
So that
another
we can
microphone?
do this more often.
Do you have another microphone?
I do, but I don't have we don't
Oh,
have
you don't have
another.
Okay. Okay. So that's the way things wrapped up. Again, the Beavers kind of got the game under control in the second half of this period, and unfortunately gave up that late goal to Kempa to make it 5-0. It was a very successful morning for the Beavers as they defeated Clay High School of Toledo by a score of 5-1. That game played at the Springfield Chiller at 10:30 this morning. Last night, the Beavers winning their game 7-4 to open up the pod tournament. And the Beavers actually kind of technically win two games today because they were scheduled to play Columbus St. Francis de Sales in the pod tournament this afternoon, but because of their state tournament game now, they were unable to do so. But the pod organizers decided to credit the Beavers their 5-3 win over DeSales in this state tournament last weekend as a part of the pod tournament. So the Beavers get all the points from last weekend's win over Columbus St. Francis de Sales credited to them for the pod tournament. So we anticipate the Beavers will be in the pod championship game tomorrow afternoon at approximately 2:20, but that tournament is based on a point system. You get so many points for winning periods and being tied in a period or winning a game. But the Beavers undefeated 3-0 in that in the pod by virtue of being credited with that win over DeSales last weekend. So it would take a pretty hefty performance by one of the remaining pod participants, by two, I should say, of the pod participants to overtake the Beavers point-wise. So we anticipate the Beavers playing in the championship game of the Post-Ohio District Tournament tomorrow, but that is not official as of yet, as there are games all through the evening for that pod tournament. So we'll see if we can let you know by the end of our webcast tonight.
So Beaver Creek is in the championship
Oh, they already have it? Okay.
Listed as that.
They already are listed. Okay. I didn't know how they could have. He needs a chair. Do you have a chair in someplace?
But I can stand. I'm used to standing.
You sure? You're staying?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to stand up.
If he stands up, just grab it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It wouldn't play it.
Do you guys have an extra microphone?
We don't. I'll put it to you.
Okay.
So we just got word. Cherie just found out that the Beavers are confirmed to being in the Pod Championship game tomorrow afternoon at approximately 2:20, and that game will be played at the Springfield Chiller against an opponent as yet to be determined. We don't know who they're going to play yet.
We don't know that.
Okay, so we don't know, but the Beavers have clinched a spot in the championship game tomorrow afternoon at approximately 2:20 at the Chiller in Springfield. So we're going to have a guest color commentator who's going to throw in some comments about the game as we're getting ready for the second period. First of all, introduce yourself. What's your name?
My name is Grant Mudre, and I'm from the Ohio Media School.
From, was it Delhi?
Ohio Media School?
Ohio Media School, okay. Grant
Mudre.
Boutre, okay. Well, nice to meet you, Grant. My name's Kent Jacobs. I'm the Beaver play-by-play announcer. We appreciate you joining us. He just popped up here and just says, hey, do you want some help? And I say, sure. We'll let him let Grant do some color commentary. Do you have any background in hockey?
I do, yeah. I haven't really played the game, but I just started learning to skate. It's a fun game. It's just there's no better sport to watch in person than hockey. You get ice, you get fights, you get like all these like great actions. Liberty so far scored 5 goals. Hamilton's having one heck of a game. What are your thoughts on the game so far?
Yeah, the Beavers they were hanging on for a while. They kind of got the game under control after falling down 4-0. But unfortunately, they gave up that goal at the end of the period to make it 5-0. But we know what this Liberty team is capable of. We watched them beat one of our conference rivals, Troy, 17-0 in just 2 periods last Saturday. So we know what they can do. The Beavers, they just need to try to score to get things under control, get back in the game.
Yeah, Liberty's a dangerous team. All 4 lines are dangerous, very elite. Like their depth chart is elite. They have the bottom players on their 4th line that can play anywhere in the top line. Very well coached. You can see their skating is very elite, but it should be interesting. We're on the 4-on-4 power play. What do you think about this opportunity for me?
Well, right now there's going to be 35 seconds of remaining penalty against Liberty. The Beavers will only have about 13 seconds of a power play to start this second period. The Patriots are already back on the ice. The Beavers have yet to come out. Yeah, it's Robbie Cook in goal for the Patriots, and now Ian Champagne, or is that that's Chad DeYoung? Is that Chad down there? So Chad DeYoung going in the net now for the Beavers. So the Beavers have put in their second goalie to take over. They split a game early this morning. The Beavers played early this morning at 10:30.
Oh, so they're tired? Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
They won their game in what's called a post-Ohio District tournament in Springfield. And they were a winner over Clay High School from the Toledo area earlier this morning. So yeah, fatigue could set in a little bit, but they wanted to play that tournament. They have a chance to win it tomorrow. So we're ready to drop the puck at center ice. And here we go for the second period. Again, 5-0 for the Patriots. They're in the white sweaters, navy blue trunks. Beavers in the all-black road uniforms. Hitting the ice, wiping out is Leonard. Loose puck cleared down the ice. After it for the Beavers is Owen Huff. Owen Huff bangs it off the end boards off to the far side. Patriots come back with it. Over the Beaver line, picking it up, Ringel. Ringel dishes it off. Now it's back to Ringel right point. He lines up a shot and right on, and the save made by Chad DeYoung as he'll hold on to it. Again, rebounds, controlling rebounds, very important for the Beavers for the rest of the game.
Great shift there by Liberty, starting off there on the 4-and-4 power play. Good power shot by Rangel. Great save by the Tendy.
From the draw on the Beaver zone, puck rimmed around to this near side. Puck still tied up in the corner. Now it comes out to a play right in front of the save. DeYoung, and a diving save by one of the Beaver players. That is Owen Huff. DeYoung, the initial stop, and then Huff dives across to block a shot on a rebound. Now here is Struck. He drops it off. Shot saved by DeYoung. And the rebound carries all the way down back to the Patriot blue line. Penalties all killed off. Teams back to full strength. Beavers' Carson Cox has it stripped away. A shot and a save by DeYoung as Jake Struck stripped the puck away from Carson Cox and got a quick shot away. Boy, this Patriots team, the team speed is really something that jumps out at you.
Yeah, their skating is elite. You can see it. They move the puck really well. Their feet, like quick on their feet. They're always in the right position. They always play two guys back. It's interesting. But that was a really good play by Beaver Creek's player right there. Number 20 was a very athletic play by him. What a play by him.
Shot is wide off the stick of Jake Backus of Olentangy Liberty. Circling at center ice is Kempa. Back to his blue line. Kempa across center into the Beaver zone, right wing. Looking to make a play. Kempa wrap around, and it's broken up and cleared away. Puck rolls on end all the way to the Liberty zone. Back to get it is Carson Reynolds. Reynolds behind his own cage. Looks to start out. Give and go for Bauermeister. Bauermeister over the Beaver line on the right wing. Past Huff. Trying to wrap it around. Bauermeister drops it back to the point. Shot save by DeYoung. Shot by Reynolds. Beavers need to get it out of their own zone, out of danger. Puck fought for along this near wall right beneath us. Beavers come away with it. Cox dumps it in the Patriot zone. It's cleared right back out to Backus. Puck stolen by the A-Train. A shot. He scores! The A-Train, Alex Elsner, steals the puck and walks in point blank on Cook and puts it in. And for Alex Elsner, it's goal number 65 of the season. And the Beavers cut the Patriot lead to 5-1, a critical goal for the Beavers.
Great play by number, who was it? Number 15. Number 15 not giving up on the play. He shows his heart in this game. Trying very hard. Great effort, and he beats the goalie one-on-one.
That player, number 15, Elsner, he has scored his 65th goal of the season. That's a team record for the season. We're a few minutes into the second period. That's an unassisted goal by the A-Train. Loose puck down in the Patriot zone. Puck chipped away to center by a lunging Petrov. Here's a pass, centering pass intercepted by Cox, cleared not out. A shot fanned on by Hart. He's checked by Donahue. The big rig can't get it out of the zone. Shot, and it's wide of the Beaver zone, Beaver goal on this near side. Another shot, it's off the stick of Hansen up over the glass. That shot by Wilson Roberts. Players come on the ice now. 11-11 left in the second. Face off left wing circle of the Beaver zone. Back is Jack Hamilton. He already has a hat trick. Drop pass behind him to Ringel. Shot, save. And DeYoung is down, and Chad makes the stop. Nice play by Hamilton, that drop pass between his legs.
Great play by Hamilton. Very smooth skater. But DeYoung is having a great start to the period. Maybe that goaltending change was a good move by the coach. What do you think about that?
That could be. Sometimes when things get away from you, that's something that can turn the tide. The goal by Elsner, and DeYoung making several big stops. Loose puck behind the Beaver Creek net. Wrapped around to this near side. There's a shot by Gray is blocked. Now Hamilton fires, and DeYoung snares it out of the air and makes the catch.
Yeah, Hamilton's having one heck of a game. Another hat trick. Just a lead skater all around. He's so smooth with the puck. He can take it point A to point B all over the ice. What are your thoughts on Jack Hamilton in this game?
Well, I said earlier after he got his third goal, he looks like a college player out there. He just looks like a man among boys out there. Here's a shot wide of the Beaver goal by Vince Ringel. Here's Hamilton. Gets the carom off the right wing boards. Hamilton trying to wrap it around. Center point now. Works around a check, pulls the trigger, and that's blocked. Now here's Hughes. Hughes, top of the slot, drops it back to Hamilton, left wing, over to Ringel. Back to Hughes, off his stick. Behind the net, Leonard. Leonard in front, now back for Hamilton, but it escapes him down the ice. 9:49 to go in the period. Got a message from Pete Compton, says, "Go Alex." Opa Elsner says, "Woo, the A train has arrived." We got T. Clark says, "Yay, Alter senior hockey mom rooting for Creek." Thanks, T. Creek, Vo Mama. We appreciate that. Nice to hear that the Alder Knights won this afternoon in the pod tournament. And Lance Champagne says, "Kent, how many goals have been scored against Liberty in the tournament?" I do not know, but it's not many. In fact, if they got a bye before their game against Troy, then that goal by Elsner would be the first one, because this would be only their second game. Here's Hughes into the Beaver zone, 1-on-3, a shot. Stick save by DeYoung. Puck wrapped around this near side. Beavers trying to get it out. Here's Elsner. He works around Backus, trying to move up the slot, but is bumped off the puck, and it's cleared away. Beavers dump back in. And they call icing on that, but I thought the Beaver player made contact with it with his stick, but they whistle it down for icing. Down to 8:57 to go in the period.
So tell me a little bit about Elsner. He has 60 goals on the season. That is impressive. Number 15 on the ice is taking over. Tell me a little bit more about this guy. What year is he in?
Alex Elsner is a junior, so the Beavers have him for another year. He's developed very well over the past 3 years, and he was just a little guy when he came as a freshman, but he's really developed into a more physical player as the season's gone on. He's great stick handler and has a lot of speed, and that's how he's able to work in and score quite a bit. Again, a season and a school record for the Beavers. Here's Charlie Hughes for Liberty. Centers. Broken up. Loose puck. A shot. DeYoung the save. And again, Jake Struck gets 2 shots, but DeYoung stops them both. And there will be another face-off as we approach midway through the game. Score still 5-1.
DeYoung has really impressed me so far. He looks locked in, cool, calm in net. Very solid saves by him. He looks more comfortable rather than the other goalie in net from earlier.
Here is the big rig, Joey Donahue. He's broken up before he pulled the trigger on a shot. Liberty comes back. I thought Hamilton was offside, but they waved that off. Hamilton behind the net, centers. It's loose in front and broken up there. Now Weiss pulls the trigger on a shot, and it's wide. Here's Kempa. Centers, but nobody there. for the Patriots. Jack Hamilton flips it off his stick and over the glass. And there will be a face-off at center ice as the Patriots flip the puck over the glass. So where are you from, Grant?
I'm from Columbus, Ohio. Born here. Yep.
And you're attending, what is it, Ohio Media School?
Yes, Ohio Media School. It's in Whitehall, Reynoldsburg area. It's a very underrated school. Getting a lot of opportunities left and right there. So I'm having a great time.
Okay. And we'll talk to you again here in a minute. Loose puck at center. Hamilton picks it up. He's going to circle back to his own blue line. Here is Jack Hamilton across center. He's checked from behind by the A-Train. He just knocks him down. Now carrying the puck behind his own net is Bauermeister. He clears up ahead for Savage. He lost the puck. Hamilton wrestling it away from a couple of Beavers. Hamilton behind the net looking to wrap it around. DeYoung flops down against the post to prevent that. Here is Backus. He's checked. And the puck is cleared away down the ice. Back is Jack Hamilton. Number 26, pass at center, gets through everybody down to Carson Cox of the Beavers. Puck is stripped away. Here comes Hansen. Can he beat Savage to the puck? No, Savage is able to pick it up, and he ices the puck the other way. There will be a face-off over in the Liberty zone. How did you come to wind up coming here this afternoon?
Well, I was going to go cover the game, just interview some players, but I saw you up here, and I was like, oh, do you need an extra broadcaster? So why not? So, yeah, heck yeah.
So we'll have a face-off in the Liberty zone. Got a message from Nigel Gunn. Says, I'm blind, deaf, I want to be a ref. Oh, Nigel, that's a good one. Got a message from Jay Haney. Keep it up, Champagne. But actually right now it's DeYoung. But here's a shot, and DeYoung makes a stick save. Just got a piece of it as Struck broke in on left wing. Now here is Charlie Hughes. Drops it back for Reynolds. Shot, save, rebound, they score. So that's the first goal surrendered by DeYoung. It came on a rebound, and that makes the score now 6-1. With 6 minutes even left in the second period. And we'll listen for the announcement of the goal. Who got the rebound? First goal of the period given up by the Beavers. So the Beavers have really turned the tide in this game as it's 1-1 in this period. Okay, I didn't hear. Did you hear who that was?
I'm pretty sure it was Struck.
Struck, okay. The PA is kind of muffled here. We'll give it to Struck. So, yeah, the PA is a little muffled. Couldn't quite hear him clearly, but we believe Struck. Now here's a pass to the left wing. Shot, save, DeYoung off the stick of Struck. Now here's Hughes. Moving in from the left point, Hughes. Drops it right wing for Reynolds. Back to Hughes, shot blocked. And up over the glass, and we'll have another face-off. So how long have you been attending Ohio Media School, Grant?
I started last October. Just having a great time right now, just getting every opportunity, especially broadcasting hockey. It's a fun game to call. You get to see what you on the ice, so it's fun. Yeah.
And then do you have a favorite team that you follow?
Favorite what?
NHL team that you follow?
I am a Columbus Blue Jackets fan. What about you?
That's good. Loose puck side of the Beaver net. Centering a tip, and DeYoung kept it out. He's looking for it. Another shot deflects wide off the stick of Landon Petrov. J.J. Lehman for the Beavers. Beavers have to score the next goal. They scored on a breakout by Elsner early in this period, and they had kept the Patriots off the board in the second period until a minute ago. Now here is Gray for the Patriots. Shot right into the mitt of Chad DeYoung. Chad DeYoung, a sophomore. Is Chad a sophomore? Chad, a sophomore goalie. The Ian Champagne, the starting goalie, is a junior. So the Beavers have both of those guys next year.
Yeah, right now, Beaver Creek, they look very fatigued from what I see playing earlier, which is tough, especially going against 4 deep lines against Liberty. But are you impressed with Beaver Creek's performance so far?
Yeah, I mean, that they've been able to keep the game under control has been impressive. Here's Hamilton, rink-wide pass over for Gray. Drops it behind the net. Now there is Long. Long centers. It gets past Spencer of Liberty. Loose puck comes into this near corner. 3:45 to go, second period. Patriots lead 6-1. Back to get it, Vince Rengel. Rink-wide pass to Struck. His pass head manning for Spencer gets past him and into the Beaver zone. Beavers come back. Here's Elsner. Looking for Donahue. Elsner checked by Rengel. Elsner and Rengel fight for it behind the net along with Hamilton. Puck squirts free to the far side for Long. Brady Long clears not out. Held in by Cox and Huff. Loose puck trying to pick it up was Elsner. Rolls off his stick blade. And the puck is cleared up ahead to Long. Into the Beaver zone. A shot is taken by P.J. Weiss, and reaching up to catch the puck head high is Chad DeYoung. Boy, this the team speed on this Liberty team is really something to behold.
Yeah, they're very well coached. Their coach is one of the best in the state. Just elite skating. You can see all the quick moves, quick turns. It's been very, very impressive tonight.
Here's a shot, and that's blocked by Carson Cox. Cox tries to clear. It's off a stick. Owen Huff trying to chip it ahead. He couldn't control it. It's picked up by the Patriots' Brian Savage. He drops it back to Reynolds. Pass up ahead for Backus off of his stick. Rimmed around off the dasher on this near side. Savage couldn't control it. Bauermeister picks it up, centers, and it's fanned on by Savage. Loose puck into the far corner of the Beaver zone. Picking it up there is Savage, Brian Savage. Pass back to the point for Kempa. Back to Savage. Behind the net, Bauermeister. Return pass gets past Savage. Kempa now passes to the right wing. Shot, save, rebound, and DeYoung is down. And does he have it? And he does. DeYoung made the stop. It's kind of hard to tell what happened on that play. Chad DeYoung, he's had to be acrobatic, but he's played really well so far.
Yeah, he's locked in. Talk about a game of inches. Very close to being a goal there. Gets a bounce and holds on to the save.
Loose puck picked up by the Beavers' Joey Donahue, the big rig, wrestling for the puck along this near side. He's checked there by Hughes, and the puck kicks free all the way back to the Beaver zone. Carson Cox wraps it around the near side. Picked up by Donahue. Joey Donahue fighting for the puck along this near wall. Loses the puck. There's a shot by Reynolds. Right on. Pad save. DeYoung. Rebound still free. There's a shot wide of the near post to the Beaver goal. Leonard after it. Drops it back to the point for Kempa. Back to Leonard. In front. Shot blocked. That shot by Struck. 1 minute left in the second period. Here's Reynolds. Rink-wide pass for Struck. Struck right wing circle. Back to the right point. Kempa trying to get around Newroth. Moves in. Kempa shot. Stick save by Chad DeYoung. Now Reynolds chips it off to the boards. Now back to Reynolds left point. Reynolds, rink wide pass, right wing circle. Centering pass, a one-time shot by Kempa right on, and the save made by Chad DeYoung. Just 34 seconds left in the period. Face-off coming up in the right wing circle of the Beaver zone. It's going to be Reynolds. Or check that, that's Wilson Roberts of the Patriots. He wins the face-off. It's back to Pitroff. Pitroff into the corner. He's checked. Beavers trying to get another rush in before the end of the period. At center ice, Elsner. He has it stripped away. Puck dumped in back behind the Beaver net. Mitch Gray for the Patriots right in front of the net. Chopping at it along with Mitch Martz, and now DeYoung will cover the puck. And we'll have a face-off with just 4 seconds to play in the period. Puck will be dropped, and the Beavers just need to prevent a shot, and there's the end of the period. So after 2, a good period for the Beavers as they tie the Patriots in this second period. 1-1 apiece. But after 2 periods of play, the score is Olentangy Liberty 6 and the Beavers 1. And they will resurface the ice. Again, we have a guest color commentator. And so Grant, tell us, since we have you here, a little bit about yourself. Did you play any sports growing up?
I did, yeah. So I've been playing tennis since I was 3 years old. Been playing for about 16 years. But I didn't decide to play in college. Rather go for a dream job like this, be an analyst, something on the ice. But yeah, it's been an interesting ride so far. Just graduated high school last year, so you know it's going good. It's a roller coaster. You know, some days you're high, some days you're low. You know, it's going good though.
Now this Ohio Media School, is that strictly a broadcasting college?
So basically, it's like a media thing. You could do music producing. You could learn how to shoot cameras. Everything in the media world, like a sports world, you can learn how to make beats. It's like everything like that, just like that. And you get learned by professionals. And then I got involved with some acting, so I just started acting for the first time, and it's really fun.
Yeah, I went to kind of a similar place a long time ago, way back in 1987. I went to International Broadcasting College in Dayton. Which was back then is strictly broadcasting, radio and TV, and then I worked in radio for about 8 or 9 years, and then I got into the business world. But then I called baseball, high school baseball, football, and basketball on the radio in Springfield, and got into hockey back in the early 90s. And did games on cable access television for University of Dayton. And the coach of this Beaver Creek team used to be the coach of the University of Dayton team. Oh, wow. And so I called game for them on cable access television. And got out of it for quite a while, then just got back into it about 4 or 5 years ago. And because Coach Gutterman of the Beavers, he asked me, we ran into each other. I was going to do a game on TV for University of Dayton, and Beaver Creek was practicing on the rink in Kettering at that time before that game, and Coach Gutterman asked, hey, would you do our games on YouTube? And I said, sure. So that's how I got hooked up with the Beaver Creek team. But where did you go to high school, Grant?
I went to Big One High School. It is like 30 minutes north of Columbus, so it's in the Columbus area.
Did they have a hockey team on that?
They didn't, no. They had like a Westerville team, but that's about it, though. But I wish they did.
Is that like a club team, Westerville?
Yeah, it is a club team. Yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that all through the state. There's a club team in Dayton called the Dayton Stealth. They're a highly ranked team. Their varsity is a highly ranked club team in the state, and it's a good thing for kids that don't have a program at their school to be able to play. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. You played tennis in school. Were you a good tennis player?
Yeah, I played varsity 4 years. My record, I don't remember it, but it was like 47 and 10 through high school. So I was a very talented player, but I just didn't want to play at the college level. I felt like it would be too much of a time commitment, and I love sports, so I just went for something like this. But tennis was a great game. Learned a lot. It's just fun getting out there on the court, competing every day.
Now, if you had a dream job in the sports world, what would it be?
Dream job? So I am a Green Bay Packers fan. I would love to be the general manager of the Green Bay Packers, but that's a long shot. That's like a 0.1 chance, but you never know.
That's an interesting team, the Green Bay Packers. They are like a corporation. The people in the community own shares of that team. Is that right?
Yeah, the team, it's unique. It's very so unique. You don't see any sports team like it. The team, like the city, owns the team, which is hilarious. I think you don't see anything like it in pro sports.
Right. It's really a unique setup. Now, tell me a little about your quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. What's he going to do next year? Do we know yet?
Well, he went on his 4-day darkness retreat, so I don't know. He's an interesting guy. He sat in this weird bunker for 4 days, for 3 to 4 days. So we'll see. I mean, it's going to be interesting. We could trade him. But personally, I think it's time to move on, start love, and just get going with the fresh face of the franchise.
Now, we're Bengal fans down here. A lot of us as Cincinnati Bengal fans. I'm from the Dayton area. And these folks here, she's from Louisiana. And they're big Joe Burrow fans down there and Jamar Chase fans. So they're become Bengal fans. So we're all kind of root for the Bengals. They've had a good couple of years. They came this close to getting back to the big game this year, but fell a little bit short.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. The play, I felt like Mahomes flopped. It was a tough play by the Texas defender from, I can't pronounce his name, but it looked like Mahomes flopped on that final play. But Bengals were right there. It was just a nail biter in the end.
Right. Let me see if we got any more messages from anybody. Jacob Villarreal says backup goalie for Creek is killing it. That's Mr. DeYoung. He had a great second period. Opa Elsner says proud of the Creek team. Go Creek, go. Jay Haney says Kent, you rock. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Thanks for all you do for us and the crew. We appreciate all you do for us. Thank you very much, Jay Haney. And so. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. And we got another message. Gavin Grimm says, let's go Creek. Nancy Jeske says, great job, Creek. Goalies are amazing. Stay strong. I tell you what, that second period, it was 1-1.
Yeah,
how about that?
They do that sometimes.
I'm going to interview Cherie, producer Cherie. Color commentary by Cherie. What did you think, Cherie?
I think that second period was great. I think they do a really good job. Sometimes when they go back in the intermission and Coach Gutt says something to them, and they come out and they do what he tells them to do.
That's Cherie. Now, does Eskimo Dixie have any commentary?
Eskimo Dixie?
Any thoughts on the game?
I'm really happy we have a point.
That was Eskimo Dixie, production assistant. Hey, the guys are hanging in there. I was going to get his attention. Who is that?
That's Mr. Vandenhuis.
Mr. Vandenboss. Yeah, they're hanging in there. I was going to get his attention, but I can't hear me. But, yeah, they're hanging in there. I really am impressed.
Riley's dad.
What's that?
Riley's dad, Dave Hansen.
Oh, yeah, I see him right there. Well, I tell you what. You can't see. So, let's see. We got reviewing the goals scored in this game. First period belonged to Olentangy Liberty and Jack Hamilton. Jack Hamilton got a hat trick, 3 goals, and then also goals by Andy Leonard and Jacob Kempa. And after one period of play, it was 5-0 Olentangy Liberty. But boy, did the Beavers at least turn the tide and get the game under control in the second period as the game was tied up in the second. 1 goal by Jake Struck of Liberty. And the Beavers got on the board with Alex Elsner. So hope springs eternal. It was a 1-1 second period. For the game now, it's 6-1. So victory might be out of reach, but I'll tell you what. At this point, after 2 periods last Saturday, Liberty was leading Troy 17-0. So the fact that the Beavers have kind of gotten this game under control is a testament to their game plan and to their playing hard. And it was a great period by DeYoung. He played exceptionally well in goal to keep the Patriots at just 1 goal in that second period. So we'll see how things can go in the third. The Beavers and Patriots are back out on the ice. Again, the officials for the game, Eric Schreiner and Jeff Moe. Actually, we're waiting on them. Oh, no, they're down there. They're down there. Eric Schreiner we're well acquainted with. Eric's done a lot of Beaver games this season, but Jeff Moe, he's new. I don't think he's probably from this area. He might be from the Capital Hockey Conference, maybe. I don't know. Again, the Patriots in the white sweaters, navy blue trunks, Beavers in the all black. Chad is Chad still down there? So DeYoung still in net for the Beavers, and it is Robbie Cook for the Patriots. 6-1 Olentangy Liberty as we start the third period of play. Pass at center picked up by Charlie Hughes. Charlie Hughes trying to work in, and he's broken up as he moves right in front of the Beaver net. Now here's Andy Leonard. Centering pass to Struck. He drops it off. Now a shot, and they score. That's Andy Leonard. A shot that pings in off the far goal post. And that makes the score now 7-1. Sheena Villarreal says, let's go Creek. Anything is possible. That goal makes things a little bit tougher. That was a great shot by Leonard.
Yeah, Leonard's one of the wingers on Liberty. Very athletic skater. Gets up the ice really well. Has a good shot. Just a solid player all over around the ice.
So 7-1 now in favor of Liberty. There's a give and go to Hamilton. Hamilton looks like an NHL player out there. Rink wide pass to Hughes. Gets past him. Beavers clear it back. Now here is Struck. Over the Beaver line, Struck drops it off to the left wing circle. Okay, I couldn't hear. Hamilton, a shot, pad save. Kicked out by Did you hear he said scored? Well, it was Leonard. Did you hear the? Yeah, it's muddled. And now at the other end, DeYoung down on the ice. The goal was knocked off. So Leonard, the goal, I wasn't able to hear the assist. I believe he said one of them was Hughes. PA's kind of muffled. Wow, what happened on that play? They knocked the net off.
It looks like Leonard, or was that Struck? Or Leonard just went into it and just dove down and it just got out of play. He looks like he tripped, but it looks like we're all good now.
DeYoung back on his feet, looks like he's all right. He was sprawled down on the ice for a moment. Puck chipped ahead after it for the Beavers. Riley Hansen trying to shovel it in, but it's poke checked away by the goalie Cook. Now the other way, Ringel. Ringel, drop pass. Now Ringel has it, wraparound shot, and DeYoung the save. Ringel looked like he was going to drop the puck off. He carried it around the net and wrapped it around and got a shot away, but DeYoung hits the ice in a butterfly stance to make for sure the puck didn't get between the wickets. Now a misfire on a faceoff. We'll do it again. PJ Weiss takes the draw for against Elsner. PJ Weiss from his own faceoff drops it behind the net. Lehman fighting for it with Struck. Drop pass. Now a touch pass back to the point for Ringel. Left wing circle, moving in. Pulling the trigger is Weiss, but it's blocked. Puck held in by Ringel. Ringel.
They're on the power play.
Oh, we had a penalty. Oh, thanks a lot. What was the penalty? I didn't even see anybody go in. It's on Beaver Creek. Okay, Carson Cox for tripping. I didn't even notice that. Shot, save, rebound. DeYoung down. His helmet got knocked off, but he kept the puck out. And he's complaining to referee Schreiner saying, hey, I'm getting beat up out there. Nothing called. Chad's helmet got knocked off as he hit the ice. He picks up his stick. Now there will be a face-off back in the Beaver zone, right wing circle. 53 seconds left in the Olentangy Liberty power play. Centering pass intercepted. It's off a stick to center ice. Back is Jack Hamilton. Hamilton rink wide. Reynolds up for Hughes off of his stick. Beavers clear. Loose puck. Kempa into the Beaver zone. Kempa behind the net. Centers. Struck. Shot. Save. Holding on to it is Chad DeYoung. 25 seconds left in the power play. Beavers doing a pretty good job at penalty killing right now.
Yeah, DeYoung looks locked in. It looks a little shaken up off the face mask, but he's locked in right now. Tell me a little bit about more DeYoung. Is his name?
Yeah, Chad DeYoung. His last name is spelled Dejong, and this is his first year with the Beavers. He's a sophomore. He came in late before the season started, and yeah, we look forward to having him the next few years. Here's Alex Elsner over the Liberty line. He's wrestled off the puck by Hamilton. 5 seconds left in the Patriot power play. Moving in now, right wing pass Kempa. He'll fire, and stick save by DeYoung. Penalty killed off. Team's back at full strength now. There's a one-time shot kicked out by DeYoung. Hamilton holds the puck in. Left wing shot, and it's off the stick of DeYoung. Wide. It ricochets all the way down the ice. Back is Kempa. That's Jake Kempa. Now back to, there's Roberts. Wilson Roberts into the Beaver zone. Centering pass. Touch pass over for Hughes, but a high shot over the crossbar. Kempa moves in, right point shot, blocked by one of the Beaver sticks, and I believe that was off the stick of Donahue, and Joey Donahue will retrieve his stick. The puck is iced the other way. And there will be a face-off. Down to 10:44 to play in this contest. Puck shot wide off the stick of Gunnar Hart. Banged off the end wall, now off to this near side in the Beaver zone. There's a centering pass broken up and cleared. Puck rolls on end all the way down the ice. After it is Landon Petrov, but he's unable to catch up to it before the icing. So, yeah, you mentioned the 4 lines for Liberty. The Beavers, really 2 lines. They can roll 3, but they don't have the depth of this Liberty team.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like, getting in these deeper games, especially playing a game today, it's tough because your players are fatigued. But Beaver Creek, give credit to them. They've been playing their heart off tonight. So I'm impressed, especially 15, and DeYoung has been impressing me tonight.
Beavers controlling their own end. It's J.J. Lehman. Bangs it off the near wall to the blue line. Joe Martin slides it to center ice to get it out of the defending zone. Now back come the Patriots. Under 10 minutes to play in the third. Loose puck behind the Beaver net. Joey Donahue bangs it off the far wall to center ice. Patriots retreat. Here is Gunnar Hart, number 13. Gunnar Hart being shadowed by Huff. Owen Huff clears the puck all the way back down behind the Patriot net. Setting up there is Landon Petrov. Pass broken up, stolen away by Isaac Graham, and his shot at the Patriot goal is wide. Loose puck now cleared back to the Beaver blue line. Played there by Lehman. He has it stripped away by P.J. Weiss. Weiss wraps it around to this near side in the Beaver zone. It carries all the way down. It's stolen by Donahue, and before the big rig could break out with it, it's poke checked off of his stick by Vince Rengel. 8:40 to go in the third. Beavers trailing at 7-1. They were down 5-0 after one period, so they've at least gotten the game under control. Here's Backus. Shoots and he scores. And wow, that was a quick shot. And was that, who was that? Was that Hamilton?
That was Hamilton. Was that 3 or 4? Is that 4?
Yeah, for Hamilton, that's 4. Rengel had it. He dropped it off to Hamilton, and he just slashes a wrist shot in. Goal number 4 of the game for Jack Hamilton. It's now 8-1. Now a long shot from center, save made by DeYoung. Back is Hamilton, but it's an icing on the Beavers. Got a message from Sheena Villarreal. Say Chad's been playing goalie since the age of 6. He's been to the Nationals 2 times with a AA team from Washington State. Thanks, Sheena. We appreciate that. Did you hear that? You asked about Chad DeYoung. One of his relatives, he's from Washington State, said he's a 2-time. And another shot, and they score. Who got that?
Number 5 by Hamilton. Wow, as a defenseman, putting it up. Number 5 on the night. What a night by Hamilton. Wow.
Yeah, Hamilton, he's just a man among boys out there. It's 9-1 now. He is just, I mean, he looks like, at the very least, a college player out there. And now timeout Beaver Creek. Coach Gutterman is going to try to get things under control. But wow. Yeah, Jack Hamilton, he's got 5 big ones. 3 in the first and now 2 in the third. But yeah, you heard that Chad DeYoung from Washington State, 2-time Nationals with a AA team from Washington State. So that's his background. You had asked about that, so one of our viewers passed that along. So
yeah, he seems like a very talented skater. Looks very natural. Plays a lot like Tyler Johnson to bring it in the offensive scheme in the NFL. I mean, in the NHL. My bad. But yeah, he has a bright future. I think maybe playing the college level. But going off Hamilton, I believe he holds a few D1 offers. I'm not sure. I forget who from, but definitely a special player. Full 5 already. Wow.
I don't know. I wasn't able to see any roster online with them. Do you have any idea of how big he is?
I think he's around 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". It just depends what you're looking at. If skates, with skates, he's probably like 6'4", 6'5". But he's a special player. His skating, and as a defenseman too, putting up that many points.
Now back the other way, Savage over for Backus, and his shot is steered aside by DeYoung. Approaching the midway point of this third period. It's now 9-1 for Liberty. There's a shot wide of the Beaver net by Jake Backus, and that Backus spelled B-A-C-H-U-S. Puck held in by Kempa at the point, shovels it in the corner. There's a centering pass, loose puck in front. DeYoung dove out of the crease to break that up. A shot, pad save, rebound, and they score. And that's goal number 10. Backus. Okay, so Backus the rebound. And now it's 10-1. Well, nice play by Backus. Did you see that play develop, Grant?
I did, yeah. He just never gave up on the puck. He just tipped it in off the rebound, I believe. It's just this Liberty team, they have, you can see, 4 lines deep, and their JV team is really solid too. But Beaver Creek just looks so fatigued and exhausted right now. Just getting in that third period, it's just a rough time for this Beaver team right now.
There's a drop pass over for Hughes. Now for Reynolds. Reynolds checked into the boards. 6:40 to play. Owen Huff controls the puck along the boards. Now he's bumped off the puck. There's a shot by Reynolds, and it's caught about 6 inches off the ice surface by DeYoung, and Chad, kind of frustrating even for him. He flips the puck up out of his mitt. Face off with 6:28 to play in the third and final period. It'll be interesting to see how far this Liberty team goes. There's a shot from the draw. Pad save DeYoung. Here is Reynolds near corner. Back to the point now in front for Struck. His shot. And they score. And is that going to be the mercy rule? Yeah. So that was a shot and a score, and that makes it 11-1. And with the 10-goal lead, they will call it a mercy rule. I think that last goal was by Struck. So they call the game with 6:12 to play. Final score, the Olentangy Liberty Patriots 11 and the Beaver Creek Beavers 1. Did you hear, was that Struck on the last goal?
I believe it was Struck. Number 21, yep.
So we got a message from C. Newroth. I don't know the first name, Great Game Creek. Well, I tell you what, in relation to certainly what some of the other opponents that have faced this Liberty team, the Beavers were in the game going into the third period. And unfortunately, the dike broke and several goals were scored. And, the 4 goals in the third period make it 11-1, and they call the game on a 10-goal mercy rule. And so that's how things end. Unfortunately, because of all the muffled PA, we don't have all the assists on the goals. Got a message from Hope Zarang, said great game by Creek, well played. They did play a good game, especially that second period. I was really impressed. Well, we can run down the goal scorers. We don't have all the assists First period, it was Jack Hamilton with 3 goals, and then Andy Leonard scored, and Jake Kempa. And after 1 period, it was 5-0 Liberty. Second period, it was evenly played, 1 goal apiece. It was Jake Struck for Liberty, and Alex Elsner on a breakaway made a good shot past Cook to score the Beavers' lone goal of the game. And then in the third period, it was Leonard and then Hamilton with 2 more, and Backus, and then finally Struck to stop things. Stop with 6:21 left in the game, I think. Okay. And so we can go over 3 stars. We'll have a final word with our guest commentator, color commentator, Grant, in just a moment. First of all, let's check off 3 stars. I think the number 3 star of the game, I'm going to give it to Chad DeYoung. By the way, he played for the Beavers backup goalie. He played very well. The number 2 star, we will give that to, what do you think?
It's a hard pick.
That's a hard pick. Let me look over this. Yeah, roster.
I'm gonna give it to Struck. Struck played amazing tonight. He was all over the ice on the forecheck.
Yeah, that's a good call. Jake Struck. Yeah, that's a good call. And of course, Jack Hamilton, no brainer there, is the number 1 star of the game. I always also award a hard hat for defensive play. I don't know. What do you think about that?
It's interesting. On Liberty, we're talking Pacific Liberty, or everywhere?
Either team.
On
defensive play, what do you think?
I'm going to give it to Hamilton. Hamilton let nothing in his zone. Yeah, he gave up that penalty, but he's active in the defensive zone, playing hard all over the ice. Just very, very solid all over the ice. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we is no problem giving him the number 1 star and the hard hat because, like you say, he played that well on defense also and had the 5 goals. I said it in that first period, a man among boys out there. I mean, what can you say?
Yeah, he's only a junior, he has another year. Yeah, they're going to be pretty good next year too. But it's just they're well coached. They're always in the right spot. They always have 2 guys. They never got beat in one play. They're just well coached.
Now, the Beaver Creek coach, he's trying to lobby the state athletic commission to kind of break the divisions up a little bit. You know, like in college, you've got Division 1, 2, 3. Because this happens, the teams in the southern part of the state and always come up here and get throttled.
Yeah.
Like we saw Troy get beat 17-0 in 2 periods last week.
What's that game? Yeah.
And that's why the Beavers play, and our coach helped to institute this, what they call POD, or Post-Ohio District Tournament.
Yeah.
It's an invitational that's held, and there's about 8 teams from Southwest Ohio, and even up north. Clay High School up in Toledo is participating as well, to give the schools, the kids from those schools, kind of a positive experience at the end of the season to try to win an invitational tournament, because it's always the case that teams in our league and around always come up here and just get smashed like this. After this is only the second time in this school's history they've gone into the 3rd round, the second weekend. What do you think about that? What do you think about trying to break the schools up into some more maybe equitable divisions based on abilities?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea because, it's just, it's tough for, these, smaller teams, less guys. So, having, more, level, beyond your level, divisions would make more sense for these smaller teams, like Troy and Beaver Creek, for sure. I 100% agree.
I mean, because there is absolutely no chance of winning a state title like you can in football or basketball. There's five divisions in high school basketball and football?
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, at least 4, but there might even be 5. and the smaller schools, they get a chance to try to win a state title. I mean, here in this setup in hockey, it's like if you're talking college basketball, it's like Division III against Division I.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. Coming from a high school experience in playing tennis, our team didn't even get to make the state tournament, so it was kind of frustrating. But, something like that would be cool for sure. I would definitely agree with that.
And taking a look at final shots unofficially on goal through 2.5 periods. What is that, Cherie? Is that 65 to 6?
6 to 6.
Wow, 60.
Look at the goal ratio. It's the same.
Oh,
Right?
it is.
Wow. 66?
66 to 6.
Unofficial.
Yeah, unofficial. So 66 to 6, and so they're saying, yeah, the goals 11 to 1, and that's 66 to 6.
Wow.
One goal per, what is that? 10 shots? Right, every 5 shots or whatever a goal.
Yeah.
So how about that? So, but again, Grant, and give us your last name. I can't. Give us your full name again, Grant.
Grant Moudre.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you stopping by, and hope you enjoyed yourself this afternoon. And good luck to you and all your ventures. And who knows, maybe if we come up here next year, maybe we'll see you again.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Grant. And so we'll wrap things up. Again, speaking for our production assistant, Eskimo Dixie, and for our guest camera operator, Dave Vandenboss, and hold on, Grant, taking over for Sir Lancelot, who's on assignment. And for Cherie Champagne, our camera operator and engineer, I'm Kent Jacobs. Again, the final score in this game, the Olentangy Liberty Patriots 11 and the Beaver Creek Beavers 1. We will be back tomorrow afternoon from Springfield, 2:20. We don't have an opponent yet, but the Beavers will try to win the pod tournament at 2:20 tomorrow afternoon. So until then, again, Kent Jacobs from the Ice House in Columbus. Final score 11-1 Liberty over the Beavers. Until tomorrow afternoon, good evening, everybody.